good time of the day. Oh, I think I'm mistaking my introductions. Anyway, welcome back to Tales Either, yes, where a bunch of sick people try to play Stars Without Numbers. Last week, you've gotten to the docks, gotten information where to find Basaro, found Basaro and his fleet, met some people who you didn't like, failed to persuade Basaro to help you, and we had only 2 hours, so that's about all you did.
Yes.
So, especially considering it was getting pretty late in terms of in-game time at that point, I imagine after Basaro has kicked you out of his ship, you would have had to go back to Pathfinder for a sleep anyway. You wake up on the next day, on the 11th, and can start working on your
business plan.
Yes.
Pitch.
On your minor image presentation.
So, did you actually show him the documentations you have on, each of your clones?
Loans. Not sure
I think
that's
I
the
did.
expression.
I don't think I did. No. I didn't think about it. That would have been a very simple way of explaining it quite concretely, since it was by Grant, that guy.
And did you convey the idea that, we've helped all the other 3? And it's all...
I did, yeah. I did.
Oh, all right.
I'll try to.
I don't know. Well, look, Miles. I think Wendell and Lance can both vouch for me. I mean, I thought I spoke pretty well, pretty simply. Like, I know I'm not a wordsmith, but I thought it was pretty good. I got it just like that, quite straightforward, So I don't know why I was kicked out. Just
I mean, it did feel a little confusing to me, and I know the story, so I'm not sure I 100% agree with that. But then again,
there.
Well,
yeah, I think Wendell was with me.
Yeah, it was Team Liar. That's...
It was as straightforward as an attempt to receive a research grant on Mannheim, yes.
it must be very complicated, I take it. I don't know.
Well, I can try again, and I'll break it down more with the documents. Or you could maybe,
I think perhaps if today there, I forgot her name. Written it somewhere. But if she perhaps is less fussy today, then perhaps I can walk in and try to explain in a short-term manner.
What we might also try, since he does seem interested in Slavic components or Slavic stuff in one way or another, is to point out the connections that his siblings, for lack of a better term, have to exactly the same things, and what kind of things we help them with in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Shows it's more pertinent to what he's actually doing.
I mean, does he really need us?
I don't know. I think you could always say the same thing for the other ones as well, right? They have all this technology, they have all influence. No offense, Alexandro. But did they get the job done without us? Maybe, but it would have taken them a fuck ton longer.
We're here to expedite their plans. get their goal a little bit faster.
At least, yeah.
Okay, so who's doing the talking today?
Oh, we'll see what their mood is. Of course, I would like to do that. But just to reiterate, we present him with the documentations this time.
Yeah.
We explain that each of the individuals had a desire to complete a mission that is linked to a Slavic ruin technology, so forth. Once we helped them with completing said task, they've all had a strong urge to go into the storm in PX 56606.
You know,
The
I think
reason.
we've talked a lot about this connection, and usually I feel like that's also the part that weirds them out. If they're not in dire need, it's like, what the fuck are you trying to tell me?
Right, oh, alright. So
but-
let's just offer our help. And, we'll just
I
help
would
you
just
do.
suggest we establish the timeline and follow the timeline rather than jump forward and backwards. We were very confusing in our expo.
Do you want to tell the whole story? I thought he wanted a quick and concise.
As long as
Summary.
they are in order.
Right, just to write down because I need to remember myself. First there was Volos, right? Chrono.
Yeah.
With a what did he find? He find a spirit.
Yeah, spirit. Greater spirit, I think, is the expression for it. Because there are also lessons.
Right, and then we helped Ilonu.
Yes.
And in the facility, we found a rejuvenation chamber, correct? 3 of them.
Revivification chamber. It is
Revivification.
different. Rejuvenation chamber only heals. Revivification, well, revivifies.
And then we helped Alexandru. And his was not to bring back Slavic things, but indeed just bring more ether.
Yes.
And Basu probably knows what he's after more than I do. And somehow we think they're all connected, but we do not need to specify that since you said that it creeps him out.
I mean, it might, I don't know. It just feels like that's the part where strangers come to me, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? But maybe he's different, I don't know.
We're doing this to get answers, right?
Indeed.
Udalo.
If all,
Yeah, but
if our
and his
explanation,
aid.
yeah, if our explanation is not enough, we're just, we'll offer to help and discuss the terms perhaps afterwards, once the mission is completed and he perhaps is in a different mindset.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just gonna warn you. You might get kicked out. Because I quite poetically said it last time and I got kicked out. So I think you're gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, well,
Now you know
I'll-
more, but
I'll try my best.
I don't know how you can do any better.
I almost got literally kicked out by his right hand. Cute little thing. But yes, I will try my best not to be kicked out this time. Since we all know how she is very sensitive to
I guess she is
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
altercation modifications, perhaps we all just go as we are and not with effects or spells altering one's self.
Okay.
All
We
right.
have to.
I maybe one thing I will say, maybe don't commit to the idea when you're asking what he needs. I mean, what we need from him at the end when he says like, "So, what do you really want from me?" Don't commit to just maybe this idea with PX and just using the ship temporarily when we help him, or I'm seeing this as a grander web of context that maybe even you could use with your goal in the Red Dawn, some very handy people. So I wouldn't commit to, I got the vibe that he was quite a businessman, so I wouldn't commit to any idea before we know what you want. If that makes any sense.
I feel like discussing about payment credits would demean from the real purpose we're here, and demeaning
Yeah,
from
but
that purpose would show that perhaps we're not as serious as we should be.
Well, what I
only
really mean is if you say clearly that we want to be, we want to just tangibilize the ship that he's after, and that's sort of the transaction, and we don't keep the relationship, then maybe you couldn't use him. Maybe, you know what I mean?
I understand. Don't worry. It's very hard to foil such a relationship in a short amount of time.
Well, we don't want the thing he's after, right? We want to help him on his quest, and then he'll come along freely.
And bring
That's what we
probably the
assume.
thing that he
Yeah, probably, but we don't need it. He needs it. So we don't want anything. We want him to do his thing, and then
Yeah, good point. We don't need to mention
autopilot.
Yeah.
What we really want is to help you, because we
love
help each other. Yeah, I mean, if he really wants to know, we can go into detail what we did for each other. So kind of
Anything to add, Lance?
unusual.
Lance, anything to add?
good. I don't know.
You seem a little under the weather today.
Yes. I concur.
Perhaps Wendell can take a look at you afterwards.
That would be nice.
Probably just the cold in here. Freezing. I'm actually freezing. Okay.
Right, so let's go and try again.
We can all stand behind you and be your rapper hype men,
The background vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could also dance if you'd like.
I mean, is there any visual aid we can provide?
No,
Besides the documents?
No. Well, the documents is the only one we actually need.
Wait, where is it?
So you walk over to the ship as the Dr. Leaves a Meme song plays in the background. Oh, more like, I guess you can't really walk over because Pathfinder doesn't really have like that top deck that you can navigate easily. You kind of like to request others to come close enough for you to get there from the airlock. And you're certainly being watched throughout the night, like the other ships made sure that you're always within line of sight, line of fire. The fair they would have had like lookouts and yards in anyway, same as you have. But obviously everybody is a bit on edge about you guys. But yeah, you inform them of your intentions. Permission to come a bit closer to the Cetero. And by the way, I did make up the name of Basaro's mercenary company. It is called the Grey Pack. Very generic, but hey, that works for such kind of companies. And permission to come aboard. You jump over. What are you miming about? No?
The rep behind.
No, he posted a pic of Basaru, is what I was laughing at.
Okay.
In the wrong chat. Yeah, and I'm met by Drill once more, who also doesn't quite appear to be herself. Doesn't sound like the usual. Maybe sounds slightly strange because the Dungeon Master is sick. I don't know. But you are allowed entry. Once time though they were expecting you a little bit more, so you Basaru in. I mean, technically it is Captain's quarters. It is also kind of like smaller than even Miles' quarters on the Fable. And Fable was a surprisingly luxurious ship for its price.
Yes, price, yes.
He doesn't like quite have all of his like uniform completely on. He's slightly more like casual dressed, though he still has the belt with two what looks like hand weapons on his belts. Looks at you. Well, had a good talk. Each other. With some sort.
Well, first off, good morning. I don't think we had the luxury to meet face to face. I'm Captain Miles.
The negotiator. Yes.
Oh, the captain, yes. So I understood that you've been presented a very confusing summary of what we've been so far.
As confusing as a madman's rambling, yes.
And so I'm here to perhaps lighten up and perhaps tell it in a more concise way. First off, please, Dalu, if you could give him these documents so he can browse while
I'll hand him the folder. I'll kind of like one by one.
Are there
Even
copies?
the one on him, the one on Buster.
He actually gives like a small smile as you come prepared.
Can I have my executive officer outfit changed into a stylish navy blue outfit,
No,
like
that'd
I'm
be
heading to a
lying.
meeting?
He's lying again.
Does he go over them?
Yeah, he warms it up. Like you've done some homework. Know more about me than I know about you.
Right, so here's perhaps where we come in. First, we started with Chrono. As you can see, his lifelong mission was to research in those ruins, where we helped him find a spirit.
Aether.
What?
greater spirit.
A greater spirit, sorry. And once we have helped him out, we left to, what was it, Lamia, right? Where's the chat? I can't see the chat. There we
Yes.
go, the chat. We went to Lamia to help Ilonu. If you could see that document there, where his lifelong mission was to try and reach the I guess here you call it the machine's will, but it is known as a Slavic facility. Ancient technologies. Again, I don't know your terminology with your religion.
Wasn't
But
blood
we
on the
find
marrow. Don't need to.
use the terminology. Thank
Yes.
you. So once we've helped him and searched that facility, we found revivification chambers, which we also have brought, and it's waiting there in the next sector to the side. And
Sector?
Alexandra, is it a sector in PX in the 0601? Is that not a different sector?
System.
System, sorry.
If you found a different sector, that'd be the most wanted man
Right,
the whole of
right.
Aether.
Sorry, slip of the tongue. And finally, we've helped Alexandru. I assume you met him yesterday.
Hello.
And here he is again. And with his knowledge about, well, a lot of things, he built this magnificent ship that we are currently on, and we used it to go to the astral plane in order to, firstly, bring back from the dead our friend Dalu, but also to bring back a lot of ether, a serious amount that you could not just gather here in this plane in a short amount of time that we have.
I would like to add, we also
Alexandro, is that correct? Yes, quite correct. Go ahead.
we also brought back the crew that was sent before. Just minor addition.
Yes, I'm just I'm speaking about the most interesting parts for you.
Well, some people are interested in people.
Right. He's so uninterested, he just left.
People, I hate people.
I could tell him like we went through the jungle and all that stuff, but he wants business. And now what do we tell him? And now we seek to help you on your mission and achieve it as fast as possible.
Well, we want to help Dalu, and that's helping him.
Indeed. Why do we want to help Dalu? Well, that's you'll have to ask him.
Continue.
Right. So now that you've seen that we helped them in their various missions, lifelong goals, you could say, we are here also to help you achieve your goals as fast as possible. And by doing so, we would be helping our crewmate.
Right. That's the part I'm most curious about. I don't imagine you're doing this just because you are actors, philanthropists, and generally good people. There are only 4 of us in the dossier of yours. Your crewmate has alluded to me. Special little boy failed to explain why. What's his deal?
in all honesty, I'm still a bit confused about that. The most noticeable difference between him and the rest of you is that he is not made of the same material that we are made, and I think Alexander could probably explain that better, since he's and Winnel, since he's a doctor. But I know that he doesn't bleed, and I know that his existence. I think that that's what Dalu said to me back then. That his existence was just he like popped in, though he has memories of past selves.
As
And
you go,
apparently labeled a construct. No.
as you go, he doesn't bleed. Gadriel in the back goes.
Can I awkwardly turn and look at him?
Yeah.
Wear a mask.
So didn't know that would be funny.
Never met a man who doesn't bleed if you hit him hard enough. Though I suppose you're not a man. Which makes it even more funny.
You ever hear the saying that if it bleeds, it dies? Well, that means you can't kill me. I don't think that's funny. I could beat you up, kid.
Well,
as a doctor, I have to intervene because he actually died before, and he bleeds. No, he doesn't bleed, but he hurts and he dies, and like he feels like we do. So please don't do anything like that. He's as far as I know, as you mentioned, an astral construct. Supposedly, there's a connection to the creators or whoever is pulling you all.
Do you know what is it that I want here?
If we're not mistaken, it is in that dossier. It's that
Yes, but
Slavic
why?
ruin known as Zmei. Honestly, I don't know. I thought perhaps of religious purposes, since I thought you were one of the religious order. It is common that, well, actually, if I think about it, the previous three didn't really know why they were after what they were after.
Yeah, how about we just let him tell us why? That seems easier than us trying to guess.
True.
No, I wasn't planning on telling you. Not quite yet.
Oh.
It appears you have made a disadvantage. Information you have. I don't like being at a disadvantage. I'm trying to figure out what's your game. But you know, it feels very suspicious. One construct running around gathering people who look like me, collecting Slavic artifacts. A little bit too convenient. Too many coincidences. If you're implying
Agree with that one.
our only purpose is to gather those things for him.
No, not him.
I don't think it's for him. I think it's for someone else. But we are curious to find out for whom or why, to be frank.
Alexander pipes up at this point. You have to admit, the need to gather this thing is quite persuasive, is it not? I feel that, we do not really have a choice. Right. Have you pondered the consequences of success? You have what? A greater spirit? A ship? Some magic fuel that can travel planes. And a device capable of bringing back the dead.
And
We've been pondering that for a long time now, but it all ends up just to be speculation, since we do not really know.
One way to find
it
out.
does sound like, we're gathering the tools for a journey to a certain place to revive someone who is waiting in there. Well, it sounds like to me. But what do I know?
They are good at concealing the secrecy. Doesn't look like it's for a good cause. Which is where there's a part of me that believes to have freedom of choice. Wonders whether it would not be better to make sure the goal is never reached.
What do you think it is all for?
Best case, to succeed, we have the most dangerous warship to ever be. But when are things ever that easy?
That's the best case.
Oh, it is a very simple case. No human case. Power, weapons, guns, yeah. You say this ship can travel planes. Is it limited by the ones human hands are supposed to reach? Or can we aim higher?
I think it's mostly limited to the one that. Oh, wait, you mean physically doing it? Right. Well, it does need an excellent pilot, though. But can it reach
What
other?
I think Basaru implies is whether the ship can reach the upper planes in the lower plane.
Like celestial plane?
For example, yes. It's hypothetically yes, but the amount of energy required would be about as big enough as powers a giant ancient Slavic factory ship. Oh, why? Perhaps. Right.
So your speculation is a being from another plane is either trying to come to this plane.
I learned of this today. You're the ones who've been traveling around gathering all the pieces of the puzzle. It wouldn't be
We
the
didn't
first
think
time
about-
that a person tried to become a god.
No,
Not the
that
second
wouldn't
one,
be the
really.
first.
Well, it seems to me that by your implication, I will have this done whether I want it or not. Which means that you are the ones who will be blamed for the consequences. Or, well, be in a position
who's
to be
pushing.
blamed.
We'd probably make for a good scapegoat.
Not quite what I was implying. A friend there. Not even a man. But machine? A highly advanced golem?
No, he has a conscience.
Right.
He
Conscience
does.
and beliefs and memories that are totally his own.
Yep. Just like you. Everything totally your own, right?
Right.
Out of game question, didn't we establish like that he also has a soul? Because we saw
He does.
we saw into the other
Yep,
plane where
actually,
the
that's
souls
a good.
linger. Yeah, okay, then I would add he also
Mhm.
has a soul.
Confirmed.
Yeah, we confirmed that, and it was yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned, he died, and then we brought him back with the revivification chamber. And meanwhile, we were talking to a soul. So, yeah, he's like us.
Wonderful. Has a soul. Congratulations. So does a chicken.
Yeah. I'm just saying, he's not a machine. Not just.
Sure.
A highly advanced chicken.
Well, what is it that you suggest? You are here to offer your ship and your services to assist me in my mission.
Correct, unless you would rather, seeing the overarching theme, would want to say, fuck it, I'm not looking for that thing anymore. If you can go through with that, then your decision, I suppose.
Let's
But
test this theory, shall we?
I was about to say, but in short, we are here at your service. Think about, well, of course, the fastest way you would like to achieve your goals, and how to use perhaps us in doing so.
Well, thankfully none of my goals involve talking. I have a ship. The ones that flew to another plane. The pilot here, capable of using it. And if I am to believe you, quite well. Anything else you can do?
Doctor, Master, what would I call you, Dalu? Sharpshooter? We
I
have
mean, I suppose that make it easy. Yeah.
we have also some crew back on the ship. Highly talented engineer. And myself, of course. The negotiator.
Yeah. He also fights quite well. The warrior like you. I may also add we have some, as you noticed, some disguise magic, but that's apparently not welcome here. So we're not doing that.
It won't do you well. Where are we going?
When it comes to ship combat, I'm pretty well at expediting things a little bit extra than the normal captain would.
Well, bad news, there's not gonna be much ship combat, say. That flying factories are better than certain capital fleets I've seen. even if all they have is mining equipment. He takes out a roll and a rolled map and presses it on his table. I've been hunting this May for quite a while. Follow the route, going through the mineral-rich patches of the system. Ever so often they stop, they mine, they fix, and they can. But I
You
can
have an
tell
idea who they is?
machines with souls. The ship is either autonomous or has no intention to interact. Right. Arcanotech communication, magical communication. And try to shine lights and flags and signs at the ship. Has not affected its route at all. Doesn't mean it's stupid. Try to poke at it a couple times, and it changed its route. You can learn. No, not immediately. I was prepared with a plan to get to the ship. Don't really have a part in it. I don't have much use for your ship either. Perhaps it could be of other use. No. Last time we had a scuffle. Hey. I figured that it knows how to prioritize ships in terms of threat to itself. Sadly, it has identified some of my ships as hostile. But if we come close enough, it's guns blazing. Right side, ships are relatively small, not considered to be that much of a threat. So, if I were to launch a couple giant rocks at it, it would have to deal with that first. Idea. That gives us a bit of time to get the boarding party on. Now we have a shuttle prepared. Stripped it off. Armor, weapons. No use, won't help. Put a big drive. Idea was to grab the shuttle, fly it past the rocks. Hopefully won't care about the tiny ship. Rocks to shoot at. Get it into the hangar. Then the crew infiltrates. Turns off the ship. Bob's your uncle. The rest of us stay outside. Try to buy more time for the shuttle to reach, if the rocks are not. Was yourself up to some of the fun in here?
That shuttle part sounds exactly what our crew does.
It also sounds exactly unnecessary.
Elaborate.
If you can bring me within visual distance of the ship, we can get inside without having to fly there.
Another talent.
Teleportation. Straight into it. Unless it's protected from it, which is possible. But otherwise, it'll work.
many people can you bring?
About 11 or 12. 12, I think. I think it's 3 per 3 per level of teleportation, so it should be 12 now. I think. Let me check.
Can I whisper to you, to Lance? Well, what would you do in the situation that it's like the ruins we went to with Ilanu, and you can't teleport down or up through the walls or through the elevator shaft? And we're like, the ship could go out of distance then.
Yeah, if we... I'll just respond in Discord, since I think that's where you're probably whispering me. That,
Okay,
if
yeah.
it's that's what I said. If it's
We'll-
protected from teleportation, then I can't do anything. I'm not getting inside.
What I wonder is, what would we do? What do you think? Like, the ship, by what he described, might fuck off after it comes to visual range and we don't see it, and then we don't get that same chance because it's learning or so on.
I mean, it'll cost all of 6 seconds to try, and then we can still start the shuttle.
Okay, yeah, okay, fair enough.
My chat is fucking up. I can't see the entire text, and I think up to 3 antimer per skill level.
Per
Yes,
skill
so
level,
12
yes.
people. So 12 people and me then.
Also, technically, the ship you can jump into needs to be close enough to engage in conventional ship-to-ship combat.
Throwing rocks is not ship-to-ship combat?
It is ship-to-ship combat. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Oh, okay.
He can't jump from here.
Well, yeah. Like, you don't... Like, if you see just a dot on the horizon, then... it really work. Right. That's more than a shuttle can bring. I assume you're volunteering.
Indeed.
How many people do you have?
5, right? Including Lance. So that's 4 people. Right? You count towards your teleportation? Oh, right. So that's 4.
Right. Well, I wasn't planning on coming personally. Figure out I'm better with the fleet. In case things go south. I suppose we can join forces. 5 of yours. Then Gadriel and her team.
Sounds swell.
Esme will be within range in 5 days. Take the time to prepare. Will be hectic once the fun begins.
Out of curiosity, how long will it stay in range? Just a day or longer?
Depends on how far we want to pursue it.
Never mind, 5 days.
Our ships can chase it. The rocks we bring, not.
Right.
And I wanted to steal that magic communication thingy they have. I'll learn it better. But 5 days, no, too short.
Well, what did he say the date was? When he wants to do this?
In 5 days.
5 days, yeah. So we're gonna confirm it here and go prep.
Actually, I would suggest having a plan B if our first plan doesn't work. We'll go with the original plan that Vasaru has offered.
Well, I think what Lance said is good. That just teleporting but being ready in the shuttle means that no matter what, we won't waste there'll only be a brief moment where Lance goes, I can't do it, and then we fire the shuttle, which should hopefully be perfect enough.
Problem is, I think shuttle can't carry as much.
Yes, how many people can it carry? 8?
Shuttle can carry 10 people max. Including the pilot.
Alright.
I mean, we can use the manpower if he has more forces. Right?
Are you suggesting that they go in anyways afterwards with the shuttle?
I mean, if they have people helping us to board the ship, why not?
We already suggested that.
Perhaps we should
It
go
can't
through a
be-
debriefing once the plan is more set in
Yeah.
stone.
Sure. Dan, real quick, what would happen if you crammed more people? What would you say is the consequence if you crammed people into the shuttle and got like more than 10?
You can't.
You just wouldn't
die.
allow.
You just die.
Alright. Just die. Okay.
Even when they don't need to breathe?
Yes.
What if they're all cats that don't need to breathe and they teleport on top of each other and they stack real nice?
And this is how you break reality.
Bobby shuts down.
Okay, I give you a roll to make, and you need to roll double sixes, and if you don't roll double sixes, you die, but I don't tell you until you roll.
Oh my god.
It does sound like a good plan. We
Let
get an
me
extra
think about
person
that for
there.
4 days.
One goes into a cat. More space.
Goes into a cat. Yes.
Space cats.
Unbreathing space cats.
I mean, at the end of the day, we could just settle with 10.
You mean
Have
with
10 the shuttle
13?
ready and then teleport with them.
10 or 13. It's not a big difference, though.
Yeah.
You know, every man or woman is a very influential one.
So we just have 10 in the shuttle ready. And then if Lance can teleport, well, we just teleport 10. Could do that. If the 10 are good people. Well,
To be frank, I don't expect it to be warded against teleportation. Because it's basically impossible to teleport into moving ships.
All other facilities, I think, were warded. The ruins and
But they're stationary.
correct.
Ships don't usually need that level of protection because they're not on the same center of gravity as the teleporter, which is a set of protection in and of itself.
Well, that's good.
So I think it'll help our chances, but of course it could still be that they did ward against it. We'll see.
Yeah, so can I say in Discord, Miles, do you wanna like confirm it and we'll just do what you said and prep, debrief, wait a few days. Wait until we're ready.
I think Basra has heard enough, and he will tell us exactly what he thinks in a moment.
Okay. Right.
I assumed you were discussing who's out here.
A lot of it is on Discord, as Lance said. But sure, maybe he's in on it. Does he have anything to say?
I wasn't listening. In response to what?
Is Basaro okay for that plan? And we'll just go ahead with that for now. We will take up the reins of his idea and we'll wait now. We'll go off on our own time and wait a few days.
Yeah,
Prep. Okay.
Right. Well then, let's go prep.
Cool. Oh, I only have two things I want to do. I'm going to change my inventory around, and then I want to. Dan, can I prepare in my control grip the using my experience from both the time in the ruin with Kronu, though there wasn't much terminal stuff there, and my time in the ruins with Ilanu. Excuse me.
Line chant.
Where I can bring that too. But while I was using the terminal to prepare a hack into the control grip that could open a Slavic door. So I have this control grip that I can just access.
You can certainly try.
Okay.
Means prepare your hack, make me roll, and remember that roll.
Yep. So this is it's not out of the blue, since I have attempted to hack in the other. I tried to use the terminal in the other ruin with Ilana.
Do you want Watanabe to try and help you?
That'd be handy, actually. Can Watanabe help me from the on the ship while I'm prepping the hack with them? We've got like 5 days.
Are you actually gonna go and say, "Hey, Watanabe, can you help me"?
No, I'm not going to be a prideful cunt. I'll say.
Are you going to say please?
Watanabe, hey, during our massages, I haven't really talked too much. I wanted to, I wanted to break the ice. And hey, could you help me with a bit of preparation for this? I need to get some code figured out. For these like ancient tech. I want to get some program ready to open doors.
Okay.
In case we're locked.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna add +1. Unless he has to roll also.
No, he needs to roll to see if he can help.
Yeah. I can do it first.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe.
Did he roll?
8.
Yeah,
8.
not enough, no.
No. Okay.
What?
What?
No, something is
That's
wrong, but it's still a
double.
There's 2
7.
pluses.
But it's still only a 7.
Oh.
There's 2 pluses, yes.
How did you roll lower than Watanabe?
Dude, no idea.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Unlucky.
In that case, while that's what I'm doing over the few days with Watanabe. Can I also talk with Bobby and ask about what methods would be needed to cut into the material of these ruins, the metal, so that in the situation we're trying to get in, or I want to go through a door, or stuck outside, I don't whatever the fuck, that I can have something and begin to cut through the material.
Bobby would say that if the doors around there are gonna be the same as they were in Lamia, he, in his Bobocop mode, might be able to smash through them in like 20 seconds. 20, 30. If it's reinforced, he has no fucking idea.
Miles swords, perhaps? I don't know.
Is there like a way to prep with him so that we may not need to do that?
I mean, he has his tools, he has his Bobocop. Like, the only more extensive preparation is bringing explosives with you. So.
Right. Okay.
That's the only larger scale weapon you can take, like shape charges, basically.
Should we do that?
No.
I mean, if you can
Okay.
procure them, then sure.
Alright, never mind then. It's fine. Well, that's all I'm doing.
They have like breach charges, you know?
Yeah.
Those little explosions just to open walls and
Yeah.
doors and... I guess not. I also got a question. I got this feat where I get to pick spells, and it says when you level up, you can exchange the spell if you find a source.
Okay.
And the question is, if I was to find a source here, would it still take the usual time, or is it just a swap?
I have no fucking know. You tell me.
It doesn't specify, so all it says is you can change the spell once per experience level, assuming you can find a source for the new spell.
I assume that implies you can just do it.
Well, in that case, I would ask them if they could teach me the magic communication they mentioned, hoping it's the sending spell. And then I would exchange that for the useless bubble I got. Not the invis bubble, I got another bubble that I never used. If they have that.
What's the other bubble?
It's against laser projectiles, sends them back or something, or absorbs them or something.
That sounds useful.
Yeah.
Depends if they get projected.
Well, I actually have another spell that I could exchange, but it's not. No, it's not a spell I learned. Okay. I never used it. Got to switch it out. So, can I ask them if they can teach me that?
Yes, they can.
Then I would spend some time with them. I'll post the old spell just so you can hate me later. This is the old spell. Basically, it's projectile energy don't really come in or are reduced. But it's deep focus, so whatever.
What does deep focus mean? You need to
Yeah, I
use your
can't cast
action
anything
every
else.
turn?
It drops when I cast anything else.
Okay.
I
mean,
mean,
that's not so
It
bad.
reduces it by 9,
yeah.
like the damage by 9. It's good if you're fighting Bobby, I guess.
Yeah, or if you're surrounded again or something.
It looks pretty good to me, to be honest. Is the what duration does it have? If it so deep focus can be maintained until you sleep, or how?
Uh,
Or
Long.
per scene.
I forgot. I
Light
think I
focus scan, I
can.
don't remember about deep.
I think some things I can, if I prepare something, I can keep it up overnight. But I would have a bubble around me.
Oh no. How are you gonna live with that?
Okay. Anyway, it's gone.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, I guess we have normal communication as well, but I guess they have a sender as well on board, so
They have a
he can.
cleric on board.
Yeah, he can send us messages, and we can send him messages or Sorrow or whatever.
Other than wearing my armor of midnight for the mission, don't think I have much in the way of preparing. Maybe if you want to give me like, I don't know, more like something that not revives, heals, whatever. Like, I don't know, I can hold one more thing. That with encumbrance one. Just bring stuff in my backpack, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, somebody else should have the other hex trap. We haven't used that yet.
Hex trap?
Yes, like I think it absorbs magic spells. Spell slots.
I remember we got that.
I think I'm gonna get 10 extra HP, 10 strength, and toxins. I'll write it down.
I think I have the other hex trap.
Yeah, I'll write that I have one more hex trap. I mean, one more. The only one I have. Can you write down what hex trap does? Because I don't see it in the journal.
It is in the journal though. Oh, it's in my part. Okay, sorry. Probably because I was the one wearing it. I'm not sure, but we have.
We have two. I have one, and I think you have one.
Oh, so
Don,
if he
can
has
you,
one, leave it at
Don,
him.
can you just share control with?
If you two are already holding it, sure, just no problem.
All players. This, I think you should all be able to see it, although it's still in Lance's journal.
If you popped anything up, I don't see it.
Check unique items, lens, extract.
Ah, okay. Is my stuff considered arcane or psionics?
Which stuff?
Mage blade.
Arcane?
Yeah, it's considered arcane. Okay.
The other grenades aren't other people, I think.
I'll have the red ooze vial. And I have rockets on the ship.
Rockets?
Yes, I don't know. Maybe we
What kind of rockets?
I think
rockets.
those were rockets for Bobby's rocket launcher.
Ah, yes.
I think it was for the when we Nachthafen or whatever it was called. The where the constant something attacked, and then we shot it with rocket launchers.
Yeah.
I think that was pre-Bobby.
No,
Bobocop.
no.
No,
You
it was
used
after.
those
Bobocop
rockets
is
when you were fighting the giant.
colossal Egyptian
Yes.
robot.
Yeah, that one.
Bobby is way before that.
I
Is
mean,
Miltiades.
I'm in carry mode. I think I will take some rockets with me.
I mean,
So you
can't
two have hex
shoot
traps, right?
them. Well, you then also need to take the rocket launcher with you, which is a heavy
Okay,
weapon.
so that Bobby doesn't have like a hole where you can put in rockets or something.
No,
Oh,
no. It's ammunition for his rocket launcher.
You can also use it as, like a...
You can use the rocket launcher as a rocket launcher. It's a heavy weapon. It is the only heavy
No,
weapon
no,
that can
I
be
mean-
easily fired by anybody.
Also, the rockets themselves can be like... you throw them somewhere and you shoot at them, and then...
It doesn't work like that.
Nope.
Doesn't work.
It definitely doesn't work like that.
Like the fun thing about like grenade launchers is unless the target is like more than a certain distance from you, it just doesn't.
It doesn't explode. Yeah.
Same with rockets.
It arms the warhead, and also sometimes shooting at it doesn't start the ignition sequence. Ignition, is that the word?
Mhm.
Like the fire starter sequence. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's correct.
I know the terms in Hebrew but yeah. So you two have hex traps, one on Minnel, one on Lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got one grenade.
So I'll ready a Lazarus patch.
I think it makes sense. I mean, we two don't contribute anything, or I don't
Dev.
contribute anything in combat, and Winnow heals.
You
and
both
webbed
contribute.
people.
You contribute with
We don't do
positioning
damage,
and
so it's good if we have the
utility
shit.
stuff. Okay.
I
Because
don't think you can
if
do
we-
magic with a rocket launcher in your hand. I'm just gonna say that. So
You need a warcaster fee.
I have that, but it's
one
different.
hand rocket launcher, other hand force pavis.
Again, like if you want them, you can grab the explosive charges. I'm pretty sure Basaru has some somewhere.
Yeah.
But again,
Somehow
like,
seeing us instead blowing up each other.
I'll grab 2 explosive charges because I have 2 encumbrance left.
you have to check the rules and know how they work.
Oh.
Then
In
I'll
that
leave them on the
case-
ship.
Shit. I'll look into it. I also wrote down a bunch of spell shit, the usual senses and no eating, drinking, nothing fancy.
And any preparation, Lance?
I don't really change. So, no, I don't think I have much prep work to do. Or that can be done, rather.
No.
All right.
I mean, if I knew anything, but I think the only part that I could do is equipment, and we just talked about that. And I don't think I have any other equipment that I've written down. Like can read my living armor again. Maybe I'll use it. Yes.
What was the modes on the armor? Psychic mode, fight mode, and
Yes, but it's just psychic mode.
Support mode, I think.
not support. Okay. Yeah. Let's drink away 5 days. I mean, wait 5 days.
Cheers. 5 days.
Right. 5 days later. 5 days pass. Alright. Let's see. 5 days. So technically can get set of news. You are interested?
Can we get that out here?
Yeah.
Then sure.
Here is it. Nope, I don't want to play that. Yes. Alright. Let's see what has happened. Right. Orello. Yeah, fun stuff on Orello. Like if you remember previously, the government of Orello has attempted forced mobilization as their last-ditch effort. Now, this time they have declared some of the Green Front opposition as terrorists and have mostly arrested, partially killed all of those. The Green Front has, as officially as you can without being approved by the government, started their own political party. Secret, this is secret. What is this?
A secret.
Okay. Yeah. Horizon is beginning a really fun mess on Akka, where they are expediently acquiring majority of control of whatever corporations or industries they have invested into in the past half a month, which technically means that all of those industries or corporations or whatever are switching their control from Akka to Horizon by being placed in Akka. They even managed to get again a small political party funded with lobbying the interests of Horizon Akka. Red Dawn. Red Dawn has, or more like Okoya's diplomats have publicly denounced the event I've just described. Went out to talk to the, it's hard to call them troops, but to the armed people. Bad news, they got beaten up. Good news, well, good news, there were enough people who have fed enough with this, then as a consequence of this, people just went home, basically. People said, fuck it, we're not doing this anymore, dropped their weapons. And, well, being beaten up for a vampire diplomat is not much of a problem, really. But yeah, our government is literally has nothing in him. Zero. Nada. Yeah. Alright. Back to.
I like the all of your base belong to us now move that Horizon did.
Yeah, kinda.
back to our mission.
Yes. Yes, mission. All right. So 5 days passes, and you have prepared as much as you could. Shuttle has been checked again and again and again to make sure it doesn't break in flight if it is required, and so on. Cadril has gathered her group of skilled sailors, and you've exchanged whatever equipment you required from Masaru. Literally went, no, we're not gonna take those explosives because we don't want to learn how to use them.
What?
That's what you
Did
said.
you take them in the end, Bruno?
Yeah, I looked them up. I spent
Okay,
5
okay.
days learning that shit, and I
Okay.
found out that you should really have fixed 0, but I have them anyway.
Okay, wonderful. And yeah, I guess you can like gather. Well, you will have to gather on the cargo, on the big cargo ship that they have, because that's where their shuttle is located, prepared for takeoff. And
Watanabe, while we're out, you're in charge of the rest of the ship inhabitants. Don't let me down.
Watanabe listens to you. Looks at Kartoffel. Kartoffel looks at Watanabe.
I don't think we took Altofel.
Oh, you did.
It's Alexandru and
right.
and our new hench person.
Right. Okay, yeah, never mind then. God. 1 second. Oh, yeah, okay. Actually, no, let's take like a 10-minute break, and then we'll get back here.
Watanabe needs to
All right, and we're back. Yeah, so you have prepared as much as you could over the 5 days. You are now chilling. Your crew waiting with Gadril and her crew. And like, as you're observing the sky ahead, you see a chain of like small islands in the distance. And see as the fleet itself begins like kind of move, reposition, your ship like starts getting moved a little bit into the back so that in case it doesn't get attacked first. You see as the thrusters on those rocks that Greypack have prepared are activated, and the rocks themselves are getting maneuvered into the front to kind of like cover and block the ships and, well, just there in the face. And you see then that the chain of islands you're observing is probably getting bigger, like it's approaching you. And it keeps getting bigger, 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 until you see the ship, Zmeo itself, coming within what would be considered a, like high gain binoculars visible range. It is, for lack of better words, Skytrain with triangular segments, of which you can from this distance calculate about 9, I want to say. Yeah, 9.
Nine what? Carts?
Well, kind of segments. Car segments,
Segment, okay.
or, like on a toy snake, like, imagine like.
Sure, yeah.
But they are all in a row, those segments. They're not like stacked on top of
They
each
are
other. or
all in a
something.
row, and does look like a giant ass snake, especially since it doesn't like move in an exactly straight line, but it actually like undulates a little bit as it moves. And you do see occasionally the segments kind of like this sides of it just like rotate around the axis of the ship, as the sails on those planes or scoops for materials that they're gathering kind of get into better positions and move the ship or scoop up resources, which, especially from distance, does make it look a little bit more organic and alive than the ship actually is. What is funny is that actually, whoever is checking this out, make me a perception check.
Let's go.
Right, lovely, wonderful.
Could I
Huh?
could I do it and use my
Sure.
goggles?
Yeah, that's why. Well, that's not why I gave them to you, but you do have
Yeah,
them.
No, I just want to make sure because that in the times I've used them, you've been sure to tell me it's about long distance. Like this is long distance, but
Yeah.
just checking.
Please. Not just strength.
I have strong vision.
Yeah. All right. Winnel kind of looks at those binoculars. That's a snake, Miles. That's a big snake. Dalo. Yeah, that's a very big snake. Lens. I think I need to teleport there, judging the distance, in comparison, sail home. Each segment appears to be about 100 meters long. Which, assuming that you were supposed to get into a hangar, kind of means that if you wanted to, you might actually be able to dock Pathfinder inside of that hangar. The ship does appear to be large enough to allow for that. Well, what do you do?
And when it comes to like height, if we say each segment is about 100 meters long, typical frigates are what, like 20 or 30 meters?
No. It depends on the frigate. Like light frigate, like Fable, is about 40-50.
40.
Heavy frigate, like war frigate, like the Twisted Arrow, is about 80 to 100.
Okay, so this thing is basically 9 times that in length. But are the segments also about as high as they are, or like how high are
I
they?
don't know the English word for it, but as far as you can tell, each triangular section is
Equidistant?
equidistant. Yeah.
Equidistant?
Yeah. So like
Okay.
each side of the triangular is 100 meters. Oh, plus minus. Like, no? 100 meters, 100
Well,
meters, 100 meters,
Yeah.
100 meters.
Yeah. Equilateral triangle. Triangle.
Sure. You know English better. I did not study math and English, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Is this in range, Lance?
It will get in range very soon. And you
Alright.
do see that, like, you don't hear anything because Basar is on his ship doing orders, but you do see as the rocks with thrusters are getting maneuvered even like further ahead to like be the first to be noticed by this mobile factory and hopefully take any brunt of retaliation that it might throw at you.
Are we in the shuttle yet, or is it still in Pathfinder?
I assume you are either in the shuttle or right next to the shuttle.
Yeah, okay,
With the
yeah.
shuttle being
It's
hoped.
not like we're sitting in a Pathfinder and the ship comes and we're
No.
in the action. Okay, okay, got it.
You're technically,
Makes
let's say,
sense.
like there's a cargo ship, Pathfinder is docked next to it, and you
Yeah.
are next to a shuttle on the deck of the cargo ship.
All right. Let's go.
let's see what kind of rocks they're going to be throwing.
I think we want to avoid that and first try teleportation. If that doesn't work, then they will be throwing rocks.
They'll be throwing rocks anyway to stay engaged, but we'll see. Whatever.
I wish I would listen to the briefing more.
Like, Gudril finishes some kind of a communication over the radio and goes, "We're in position. Let's see if your tricks work."
Tricks. Yeah. Tricks.
Oh, Jedi tricks
Okay.
won't work here.
Sure. If we are in combat range, then
By the way, I have given you access in the NPC folder to Elite Sailor. That's the crewmates that Gadril is taking. Because
yes.
fuck shit, I'm not gonna run every single of them if you want to take them. I will be running Gadril myself just because I want to. And
There's just one of them?
there are 5 of
there's
them.
5, yeah.
5 of them.
But they all use the same stats.
Yeah, they all use
Yep.
the same stats, and they're technically not linked to the token because otherwise, like, you adjust hit points on one, and all of them adjust hit points, so you'll have to do that bit manually.
What are their names?
Elite Sailor.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it.
Yes.
Elite Sailor.
No, one of them is named Calme. The other one is Calme, please.
Nah, don't get
You
too
don't-
attached. Okay.
I mean, do you want me to make background for every single one of them?
No.
Oh, please, no.
They'll
we're
die
gonna
in 5 minutes.
Are you sure? Because I can.
No.
We're good.
Okay.
We're fine.
Yes, then I shall.
One moment. And Gadril herself is in basically power armor, like this very shiny crimson red power armor that is like very sleek looking, and she carries just a big ass mace with a long shaft. And you can like see as you like, okay, we're getting prepared, as she like from the tip of the shaft like unscrews it, drags it out, and it like drags out a cord from the mace, and she plugs that cord like in like the waist part of her armor, and you see the mace go. You can in the glow. All right,
I
you're
like
ready.
your style.
And she puts the helmet on and like Tony Stark clicks in.
I'm still in my morning robe.
Wonderful.
And I'm in my, what was it? The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, it is quite funny. Like you're in your like shadow dripping armor. She's like shiny, like basically like like a race car looking armor, or not a race car, but more like like a sports car. Because race car is more like F1, but it's more like a sports car. And the funny thing is, like she has those horns which are pretty big, almost like wide. So like the helmet has to like leave holes for the horn to go out because the helmet cannot accommodate the horns. So and technically the horns are in danger. But I mean, you're born a tiefling, you have to deal with it. All right, yeah. Now, Lance, take it away.
I will first put up all of my defenses and utility. So that's this,
Lens begins to glow.
this, basically, and this for you guys. And where is my? God damn it! Ah, there. So those are 4 points, and then we are going to combine Burdened Apparition and Deep Intrusion at the cost of 2 sorcery points for the day. And
Sorcery points? You're a sorcerer here as well?
Yes, he's
Whatever.
a sorcerer. Of course, he's a sorcerer.
Technically, yes.
He's a mind sorcerer.
And we shall attempt. I mean, the jump is aborted and doesn't go through if I can't jump.
Okay.
So, and then I don't spend anything. So, we'll see if it works first, I guess. As I
Right.
try to focus on. I mean, I think it says that it sort of picks for me.
Yeah,
Or rather,
I
the
think
DM
it
picks.
picks a large safe space, basically, without any hazards.
Yes.
1 second, let me check where you can go without any hazards. Space. Roll me, let's say 1d20.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, wonderful. So you focus on yourself, your party, and the people who have joined you. You psionically like stand your senses to probe and sense that massive ship ahead of you. It's a lot of metal, that like struggling for a moment to fight through, but then your mind notices a pocket of empty space, and you feel a connect that allows you to initiate the jump. You commit, and all disappear from the deck of the cargo ship and reappear. What do you assume in the hull of this May? Now a map should load for you in a couple of moments.
Yes. Are we down here?
Yeah, there we go.
I
Yes,
guess?
that is the space you have entered. Entering it and kind of like you're kind of used to it. The other people on the other crew kind of like have to like catch themselves a little bit, and some of them kind of like a little bit. But you appear to have teleported into a massive cargo hold. It is not like 100 by 100. It is 100 meters long and about 30 meters wide. Oh wait. Yeah, sure. Let's say 30 meters wide. And you see empty some racks for equipment. You see grooves in the floor which would accommodate like more heavy cargo. You see empty, like woven metal mesh nets attached to the walls, but it is empty. There is a heavy layer of like not quite dust, but more like very fine grains on the ground. You can, like crackle under your feet and things as you do so. But aside from that, it is completely empty. And you do see a singular, like, large door on the right front part of this hangar.
Are there any cameras or anything?
None that you can see, obviously. Now,
We have the 5 guys next to us. There's 5 of these guys.
yeah.
Well, I'll lead the way.
Staying
Can
close
you
to
make
Bobby.
can you make 5 of them and like make them kind of small?
Let's not bother with that because, like, really you need just a single token to represent like your group's position on the ship, because any
Okay.
combat will be happening theater of the mind anyway, because I'm not making a map for every single room in here. So yeah. Right. Yeah, I assume Bobby goes in Robocop mode.
Yeah, probably.
Why does Bobby have 10 hit points?
That's his armor, I guess.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So, do you just try to exit this room?
I try and actually listen. Like, is it noisy in here? Is it like what
Make
do
a
I hear
perception
around
check.
me?
Can I put my ear to the ground?
Yeah, you can. Like, whoever wants to listen or observe, you're welcome to do
I
so.
want to check the vibrations, get the vibe.
And just like for the sake of it, we're kind of be going through the ship in rounds, like each round being like 15 minutes, just so that I can track whatever is happening on the outside of the ship and whatever is happening in the ship in other places. Okay. All right.
I guess it could be a +2. Well, whatever. Good enough.
Do you have something that would give you +2?
Yeah,
You wrote it down.
10,000 sensors,
okay.
including sensing vibration, and
Good.
I want to use that.
Right. Miles, you listen, and I mean, no more that background noise of a working ship that you mostly kind of like filter out anyway. Now you know, you put your ear to the ground, and the first thing that happens is your ear gets very dirty. Second thing that happens is you actually like hear the vibrations of the ship very well. You hear like rotational grinding of metal against metal, and you actually like hear a relatively close kind of like sound of something launching, you could say, or detaching away from the ship at acceleration, and very quickly you lose trace of that sound. You're muted. Well,
Phil, you're muted.
Oh fuck! I let the others know, and I assume we have a communication to Basaru to inform him
Gadriel
as
is actually
well.
checking the thing and goes, "The hull is too thick. We're on our own. At least unless we find the communications room. Then I should be able to contact Basaru."
Well, you did teach me that little trick, but let's
I try and
Unless it's
peek in
important.
stealthily through the door.
All right. So you reach that part and you see a like circular opening, like a large, like 3 by 3 meters tunnel that leads diagonally upwards. And there are like strips of light running the sides of it, which produce like dim light basically in the tunnel for you to see. And at some point you just see a heavy set door in the tunnel blocking your path ahead.
Just an off question. When exactly at what time did the ship we jumped on the ship?
Uh-huh.
Like what time is it? Is it evening? Is it morning? Is it
Whatever you fucking want.
it's gonna be important later, but okay.
I mean,
What's the
I
time?
know what you're insisting, so I told you 1 round is 15 minutes. Give me a
15
time.
okay.
What time of the day do you want right now to be?
Dusk.
What is dusk?
Dusk is like I guess 6ish, 7. It depends where you're on. Yeah,
Okay, so
something like that.
7 p.m.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go with that. Right. So I go up the. I don't see anything on the map, but I go up the
Yeah.
whatchamacallit?
You go up there, and the door is pretty heavy, like what you would call to be reinforced. But there is a like control panel to the side of it. The design looks more like what you've seen on Volos rather than what you've seen on Lamia, but still slightly different from Volos.
Alright. Charlie, do you want to take a look at this? Something might up your alley.
I would like to take a look. I was also wondering, based on what Gudril said, can I use my data slab, which is why we're standing here, and can I sense, not physically, can I sense on the computer the comms of the ship? Am I getting like signals?
Do you have a device that would allow you to do that?
Well, I have my data slab and I do have a line shunt, but I just meant passively that we're here. Is there a Wi-Fi? Is there signals going around the ship anyway that I can now
Oh,
peek into?
you're trying to connect to the ship's Wi-Fi.
Basically, yeah,
Right.
sure.
Right. I'm gonna say no, at least not in this cargo space.
Mm-hmm. Is that a no to? Can I connect, or a no to? Can I even see that there's any signal?
You don't see any signal right now.
Okay, right. Yeah, I'll have a look.
While he's doing that, I assume we're all moving as quiet as we can.
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah, I said sneakily.
Yeah.
Before.
We have Bobby with us, but we can try.
There's Miles and goes boo, boo, drip, drip, boo, drip, drip.
Still trying to
boo.
do it sneakily.
Okay. Miles drips sneakily.
Sprat.
The shadows go.
Yeah, the shadows, exactly.
Can I tell? Like Dalu turns around and tells the 5 sailors by their name to like get ready for any commotion. Make sure they're all always ready.
I mean, they were already ready when you turn around, but
Okay.
you tell them again.
Be readier.
I'm gonna just have them behind me.
I don't know why you bother, but sure.
I think he just
Why
likes
not?
their names, to say their names.
I want to have their nameplates on. I want to have it known. Can this be official?
Okay, yeah,
So
okay,
it's-
sure. Okay,
what's
so
it? Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Kialme.
Uh-huh.
Second, Kialme, please. Okay. Practice target.
Practice.
Okay. Man shield. And number 6.
Alright.
But she's 5. What? Tell him rage quit.
Whenever one of those NPCs dies, and you can't tell me their name,
You will
Oh,
suffer.
I remember those
Dalu
names.
will lose quarter of his hit points.
A fifth, there are 5 of them.
And if he remembers,
Yeah,
he
but
gets
if
a quarter.
Dalu, can you open this door? Is
Yeah,
it,
I'm gonna roll
in your
a.
abilities?
I'm gonna try a program check. Okay, is that right?
Oof.
Max roll. Double
Max
6.
roll.
Yeah. Dalu, you plug in your TL5 device, you go like, yeah, hacker man, prepare to hack. And like the program runs like very quick translation basically
Algorithm.
from Slavic into common. And you're like, okay, I'm ready to. I mean, it's closed, but it's not locked.
Just press the button.
Button and it.
Classic. Nice job, Dalu.
Thank you. I'll bro fist number 6 as well.
You're left hanging.
Yeah, like, hey, number 6, bro fist, and they go. My name is Practice Target. What are you talking about? As you continue, kind of like Bobby stops for a moment, like next to that thingy, and also kind of like sends his snaking connection into it. Listens for a moment, turns towards you, and Buddy's voice comes out and goes, interesting. The ship currently does not recognize us as hostile. I think that my design is similar enough that it is treating me as, well, a guest. I still don't have any access codes, so if we come to a closed door, you will have to open it on your own.
Well, it's good to know that you can lead the way without enemies shooting at you.
Hopefully. I mean, if we interfere with the operations of the ship, it is very likely that our designation will be changed. It is also possible that if we meet more advanced not targets, but more advanced security, capable of thinking on their own, they will be able to recognize us as intruders. We need to consider whether we want to proceed slowly and
Carefully or fast and brutally?
something along the lines. Also, I noticed one more thing. The ship's life support system is malfunctioning. Our appearance on the ship seems to send it into a state of disrepair. I fear that in approximately 2.5 hours, it will completely shut down.
Then we better be on our way.
Unless we reach and repair it, of course.
I mean,
Well,
we
I'm
all
counting.
have vac
Wait,
suits.
wait.
We all
wait,
have
can you
axes, but the rest don't.
They have fancy suits as well, didn't you say? Like helmet and, or is it just decoration?
I mean, they have suits, but
It's not an axe.
Yeah, we can come up with something. All right,
I
let's
open the door.
go slow.
tell him, how is the dark side treating you?
The dark side?
You're
Yes.
red as hell.
I changed the nightlight settings on my screen because of my headache. Probably because of that. Better? I changed it to more
No,
yellow.
don't bother, just like, you know, kind
Don't, it's just funny.
You're looking like a Sith from a Star
Okay.
Wars show.
I'm staying with the full
Yes.
red. That's much easier on the eye.
Alright. Yeah. Anyway, the hallway opens and it continues upwards diagonally into a different section of the ship, which you can access if you so desire. This one is very large and seems to be almost completely occupied with some very heavy machinery. There are like lines of energy or gas running through them, pulsing. But it is also obvious at a glance that though you don't understand the purpose of this machinery, some of it has come to a state of disrepair and is not functioning properly.
Okay, where are we going? The bridge?
Are there any cameras here, or like drones, or anything that other than the heavy machinery?
There are like what call them? There are terminals you can interface with if you so desire. But there is no, like, oh hey, look, a camera.
Okay.
Which doesn't really mean anything because they could be very small or of a shape you don't recognize. There are terminals.
If there's a terminal, I'd like to stow my gun over my shoulder and approach it and try to find this comms room of the ship.
Okay.
Potentially.
Alright. Yeah, that should be some kind of a hack check, I assume.
Mhm.
Something like get general information.
I'll change it to the layout of the ship, general layout of the ship.
Yeah. Right. You can roll your thingy.
11.
Okay. You connect with the terminal and it shows no resistance in allowing you to enter it, and you like can start navigating it and you're like, oh hey, let's access a ship map, and you do that and it goes, okay, please provide us your credentials. You're like, hey, hacker man. You're like, access denied.
Oh no.
And you get locked out of the terminal.
Okay.
Can we tell the direction the ship is currently moving in?
Right ahead.
Straight ahead is what, up? Like this way?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so let's go that way.
About as you finish interfacing with the terminal, the gate ahead of you opens. And through it comes a metal golem, carrying a crate of some kind of equipment. The golem itself is rusted, with dented kind of like hull and kind of like shattered protective casing on its oculars. It pays you no heed, approaches one of the machines and begins doing some kind of maintenance on it.
Can we use this opportunity to go through the door that he opened?
Which one did he open?
The top one.
On top of you. Yeah.
And can we tell from where we came in what where are we going, to the bridge or?
You're going ahead. Not sure where.
We're going to the direction that the ship is moving to.
So we assume there's a bridge. Well, we're going that way.
I mean, maybe the bridge was behind you. Or it's to the right of you. Sure.
Yep, we do know.
Going somewhere. You also should be able to see, like, in the room you just left, there was a door like behind and door to the right. So you should be able to see on the map at least where the doors are supposed to lead.
We have no orientation at all where we came in, what the ship looked like. I mean, did we come in from the?
Yeah, you have no fucking clue. Like, you try to get access to the map, but you fail to do so. So you don't know how the ship is.
But can we tell like we went into the left side of the ship or something?
No.
And
No.
no, okay.
So
we
you-
teleported in here. We have no idea where this
Yeah.
pod
Oh, it's just a random.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
You don't land where you look. Okay.
No.
You don't
Okay,
know
got
that,
it.
for example, like the cargo bay you teleported into was at a lower level than the room you just entered, because you went upwards in a tunnel. Right now, you're going on the same elevation ahead of you. And this room seems to have more machinery that also can kind of see the power lines running from this room into the room you just exited, like disappearing into the walls or into the floor. And there are also like a bunch of golems running around trying to do maintenance on this machinery, for it appears to be quite damaged.
Can Bobby try and see what these machines are? The machines that they're trying to repair are responsible for? I don't know. Can we play Bobby or yeah?
Or does Buddy know? Or I don't know.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. Once again, ask the question.
I guess I should ask first. Can we play Bobby? Like, if I
Yes.
want to make Bobby,
Yes.
like try and figure out the machinery of what they're trying to fix. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so Bobby will try and figure out what are they trying to fix.
Yeah. Roll fix for him.
Ooh, where's Bobby? Here's Bobby. I got sick by just looking at his inventory. That's crazy. But fix. That's a 13 fix.
Yeah. Bobby looks around and, seemingly after consulting with Buddy, he thinks you just went through basically propulsion systems of the ship. Whatever is making it float, move, and he's not sure if it's capable in its current state and based on the words of Dalo of like jumping or creating a slipstream, but some of this machinery might have been responsible for that.
Okay.
Bobby would say is like, I don't expect it to fall anytime soon, but I wouldn't want to be on it if it tries to jump.
Okay. I guess the golems don't really heed any importance to us, so I'll just keep on moving this way.
Right. Yeah, as you do so, you also notice that the golems, like, actually, wait, I made. Yeah, the golems, like there, and the golems seem to also be heading in the direction you are heading as well.
Okay.
Excellent. They can open the doors first.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they basically they leave whatever equipment was there, and the doors open. They head through it and start leading to the right as you are entering another chamber. And this one appears to be full of again, like some kind of a cargo bay, except this one actually does have stuff stored. Looks like created up machinery of some kind, not like ship kind of machinery, but more like manufacturing machinery or something like that. And again, not much of it in this cargo bay, but it is there.
Okay. Do they keep moving to any certain direction, or are they staying in the room?
Right now they're moving towards the door to the right. It's just that, rounds. So they, like, if you wait long enough, they're gonna get there eventually. But
Okay.
okay,
I try and open the door to the top side.
okay. Before you can do that, the doors to the left open, and you hear like a quiet as two levitating spherical golems fly into the chamber, each about like a sphere, 50 centimeters in diameter, with this levitation circle at the bottom of it, like very obvious, that gives a quite hum, and kind of begin inspecting the room with the ocular device in the center of them, and take note of you and beeline towards you.
Obi, can you
Okay.
stop this thing? Let's see what it wants. Let's see what it wants.
Maybe just move out of the way. It could be going past it.
Yeah,
We're in the middle of the room.
I try to move out of the way. Maybe he's trying to go to the top door, so I leave the door alone and take a step back.
The two spheres kind of like reach your group, stop, and begin kind of slowly rotating around you, like in different directions, like spiraling around you, making like quite.
Buddy, can you translate that?
I think our attempt to access systems in the previous room did not come unannounced. Oh no, they checked my credentials. I don't know what to say. I don't know the code word.
Is there an access as a guest option?
I think our guest access has been revoked. Banana?
Oh no.
The spheres go. And on both sides, two protrusions opens, which kind of look like weapons. And roll initiative.
Oh, I remember these.
Banana is a word you use in coding where you want to see something that usually isn't on a page.
How can you remember them? This is the first time you're seeing them.
This is definitely not
The second
first
time.
This is definitely
No, Lance has never seen them before.
Lance not, but I remember the glittering holes.
Are you implying that I'm reusing material?
I would never.
Can someone roll for Bobby?
Sure.
Don't forget you
And-
need to roll for NPCs.
Right, for where are they?
Roll for them as a group, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, please do so.
Has anyone, or should I?
I'm doing it now, yeah. Where's the token? Like, the token's disappeared.
Probably. Oh no, it's not back.
Beneath
Oh, there
me,
you
sorry.
are. I see.
It is beneath me. Alright. Do we have everybody? Okay, wonderful. Okay, Dal, you get to go first. What do you want to do?
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna pull the fucking trigger. I'm gonna pull out my sniper rifle, which was over my back. I had my a data slab out. I quickly folded one hand, put in my belt, got my gun out,
Okay.
and sniper round right through the shell of it.
There are two of them. Which one? Left or right?
Is it wait? This one.
There are
On the
two of
left.
them.
In the same
Yes.
space.
No, it's the
Okay,
same
one.
room.
Yeah. So you're describing that this one also on day wall.
No, those are different ones. There are two spheres.
Yeah. So there's this sphere,
Yes. And one more sphere.
and where's
Okay,
the second
don't
one?
look
Is
at
it
the
in the
map.
same?
Don't look at the map.
Okay, right.
The map is like, world map. There's no combat maps. Here there's a mine, there are two spheres. There's a lot of machinery. If you
Alright.
want to hide somewhere, you can hide somewhere. Just tell me, I want to hide somewhere. Hey, damn, is there a place I can hide? Yeah, there is a place you can hide.
Well, I will fire this shot and then take cover, half cover behind a box
Right, sure.
while
fire
I'm
shot.
reloading it. Here you go.
Alright. You send this.
24.
You send a heavy shot through one of the spheres, straight into the eye. It sparks for a bit and collapses to the ground, smoking arcane smoke. Well,
Oh,
actually,
shit,
not
okay.
that, but one of the spheres is destroyed. By the way,
Wow.
top of the round, any spell casting?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Which does bring us to the second sphere, which immediately trains its weapons on top of you, Dalu, and releases
Lovely.
a burst of energy attacks from its weapons for 16 to hit.
That misses 17.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Actually, it misses even more because you're in cover, which strikes the
That's it.
cover ahead of you, scorching it heavily, but for you, hitting your body. And this brings us to Winnow. Gonna be a very long and complicated fight, I'm pretty sure.
I'm hiding,
Okay, wonderful. Anything else you're doing?
encouraging people.
Okay, roll me hide skill check.
What skill?
Sneak.
Oh, hide.
Stealth, sneak dexterity.
Oh, I see.
Alright, you're hiding. Lance.
What is? I'm very sorry, but what is our attack bonus supposed to be at level 9? It went up, did it?
For a half something?
For half something,
No,
it's half your level.
for just half my level, so it's
Yes,
at least
so it's
and
still...
rounded down, so it's 4, at least.
I think so.
And probably not rounded up. So okay, I will just give that other dude try to give him a burst of telekinetic energy, but 14.
Yes, your attack bonus is equal to half your character level rounded down.
Yes. Yes.
14. You strike the sphere, but its old damaged armor seems to be powerful enough to withstand your strike, which dents it further, but seems to cause no damage to its internal component.
Yes. The door through which the two of them came is
Yeah.
still open.
No. Like you see
That's closed.
you see the like half of the hole, and that part is leading downwards. But it is
That's
closed.
what I mean. Yes. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, then I'll leave it be for the moment. That's good.
Alright. Yeah, Gadriel will leap towards the thing and try to strike it with her mace. She rolls 19 to hit and smashes it into smithereens.
Amazing.
Nicely done. Da, 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 da. Are we still in combat?
No, not anymore.
Oh, good. Okay. I try now to open the door.
There is still the like control panel on it. Like push the same buttons that you've seen Dal push previously, but this time the door goes.
How about Dalu and Bobby? You try and see if something from those globes thing that we just fought can we salvage in order to get perhaps access to the other doors.
By the way, the neutral golems that were in the room at this point are opening the door to the right and going into the other room.
Ah, fuck it, let's go there.
They're going to the right.
Yeah, to the right, to the right.
Okay.
I'll just quickly walk after them into the door, and then I can still come
I don't want to fight any doors.
Guys, I think maybe we should have waited at the start. I sort of forgot about this, but we have an option here. I could go exploring for 10 minutes if you want. And
Without seeing? Without looking?
they would not be able to see me, yes, and I would maybe be able to get a general idea of the structure of this thing here.
How fast could you do this?
I mean, it only lasts 10 minutes, and I'll teleport back at the end of wherever I reached, so...
Well, we're trying to shut down the ship, so whenever you find the bridge,
Yeah.
make your way back.
Let me.
Engine room?
You do that on your own, and I'm gonna see where I can go.
So we'll keep moving then.
I'm not sure. We have Discord, so we can always stay in contact.
Fuck,
Okay.
they can't even see you?
Etherealness, I don't think they should
What's
be able to see me.
etherealness?
Ethereal is basically the ethereal plane is between the normal plane and any. It's like the border of the plane.
Isn't it the
But
astral plane?
No.
And in it you can move through objects. You're just basically moving through. It's like what's
Wallhack.
it called? What? No, not wallhack. More like
The X-Men that could just move through things.
clip. Hack.
Yeah.
Out of bounds.
Okay.
Out of bounds.
The
that's-
creative mode in Minecraft or something.
Yeah, something like that.
The speedrunner's favorite trick.
Yes, and I can go explore
Right.
for a bit and see if what I can see about the structure.
Excellent idea, Lance. Didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, hard to remember when you're not feeling top, whatever.
Give him a heal for Christ's sake, Quinnell.
I tried offering him
Done.
medical advice.
Huh?
He ignored it and poured the spray into his body. We talked about that yesterday.
What do you mean? You gave me this advice at 9 a.m. But done. Can I activate it and get a move in?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
So I think I'm just gonna disappear in front of them, and I'm gonna try and float, creep upwards, so that I can maybe reach the edge of the structure and see which compartment we are in, or which section.
Okay, so you're trying to clip through the roof of your current chamber, right?
Yes.
Okay. Which, by the way, since you did lose your chance, goes to. Alright. Yeah, you do that, and like Assyrianus, I think lets you see for like.
I will need to check the
60
TNT
feet,
rules.
which is like 20 meters, I think.
Let me check TNT rules, I guess. 60 feet.
Yeah, so 20 meters. Which
Sure, that's not a lot. Oh,
yeah,
God.
you by the time you reach the roof of this compartment, you can't really see your friends or the floor of it. And as you kind of like pace through it, you do see the like outside hull of the ship and like the bases of the nearby like sails or scoops that like move and rotate, but basically outside of the 20-meter radius, everything is just like that green haze.
Yeah,
This
but
is-
judging by where I can see sails, I can probably get an idea of where like forwards and backwards some segment is. So I'm not like moving
intelligence
sideways.
skill check.
do I get any benefits from all of my nice skills that I have?
Like what?
Like pilot.
No, like the shit Win'll put on me, or my 100-meter sensor thing, or I don't know. But I'll just roll it and you can...
I'd say not under
Like-
the circumstance.
7.
Okay. Based on your orientation, you presume you are on top of the ship, like the spine of the ship, but you can't say like if you're in the end of the ship, in the middle of the ship, at the front of the ship. You just don't see far enough.
Okay, so next question is how do teleportation and etherealness interact? I don't know, can I
You
teleport?
haven't been anywhere on the ethereal plane. You can teleport 20 meters.
Yeah, but that's faster than I can move, you know.
Sure, but
That's my-
that needs
that's
to
my
be 20
point.
meters that you can see. So
No, that's what that I agree with. It's just that this is faster than, you know.
Instead of jogging the whole ship, he jumps the whole ship.
Yes, jump in 20-meter increments should be faster.
right,
And I will just start, since I can't judge it, I will start jumping along the spine that we were walking along, basically. So
do you like face back into the ship, or are you staying on the outside?
a little back into it, I think, since I know that I'm right at the top.
Okay.
So I'm floating at the top, and then I'll jump to the next door, and then face
Okay.
through it, and jump to the next
Okay.
door.
Okay. Yeah. So you jump to the next door and pace through it, and come to a room which seems to have like a large central machine surrounded by 4 like big golems with manipulator arms that are maintaining it and like taking very dangerous glowing looking bits of things that this machine ejects and put them into other places, and then takes other things from those places and put them into the machine. Like if you're more curious about what this machine does, you can try and roll me a fix check, but so that's a layman's understanding of it, technology.
Yeah, I think the best option would be something he had already seen. I mean, it doesn't hurt to think about it while he is, but I think he's definitely...
And this room
Moved
has exit to the right.
Yes, I'm sorry, I need to really quickly get my
Okay.
notes.
Yeah, same.
Oh boy.
Did he also? Oh, he's there. Okay. Sorry.
It's fine. I went to hold hands with my cat.
Very good. There's also a door to the right, you say?
Yes, there's a door to the, again, right down. So you start to
Down,
get a feeling that you're currently navigating like the spine of the ship,
Mhm.
and it connects to the like layer beneath. So you assume that if there's a triangular, then most likely there's 3 chambers which are connected within each segment. But you
Mhm.
get a feeling that not all chambers are connected. Only the spine is fully connected.
Yeah, that's why it makes sense to travel along it. Yeah.
Next room?
But is there also a way past the machine? Like
Yes,
does
yes,
it
ahead.
go?
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I will go straight ahead because
Again, like you're serial,
Yes.
nobody notices you, nobody cares about you. You can like, I don't know if you want to phase through the machine or you like still go around it. Technically, shouldn't do anything to you, but I don't know. How brave do you feel?
I would not like to go into the nuclear fusion. No, thank you. I would like to avoid it even in the serial plane. I'll
Okay.
just go around.
You jump to the next door, phase through it, come to another room. This one is filled with rows upon rows of. You don't think it's revivification chambers, but it looks very similar.
On the med bay, more or less, at least, somewhat. Or
You
sleep
don't
or car.
think so.
Maybe also
There's nothing
freezing
except
cargo.
for those pods.
Yeah. Yes, we will.
Although
I
you
will
do
continue
see
forward.
like more of the golems going down the rows and checking something.
Yes, I will go proceed
Okay.
further.
This room
Trying to.
also has connection to the right, but nothing to the left. Next room. Phase. You come to another chamber. The room is a sphere, kind of like a sphere inside of whatever it is, with like triangular metal panels forming the sphere. And in the center of it is a ring of terminals surrounding a smaller sphere. A sphere of metal and arcanotech with a bright. I don't think it's a physical thing, but almost want to say like a spell in it, in the center of the sphere, but it's kind of fuzzy through the serial plane and
Also, so
has.
maybe slightly resembling Dalu's dead. Like when Dalu was just a spell when he was dead, sort of like a wrapped
On a
up
much larger scale, but yeah, it does invoke comparable
imagery.
imagery, yes.
Mhm.
And this room
I will keep.
has pass ahead and pass to the left and down.
I will keep this room in mind. So, since I have a limited period of time that I can use etherealness for, whenever I feel like it's
Right
going
now
to
I'm
be running
counting
out,
each room as 1 minute because you're not staying there
a
for
whole
too long.
minute. Okay. Well, each room is a whole minute out of my 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I've already used like 3, huh?
1,
Or
2,
4?
3, yes.
3. Okay, that's important to know. Yeah, then I will.
I mean, you need to jump, jump, jump. Actually, look around, think about it. Jump, jump, jump.
Sure. Yes. Then I will go to the next room.
Alright. You go to the next room. This one. This one is glass and metal donut. Goes around the circumference of the room. You see pathway to the right, pathway to the left. I'm not sure if anything is ahead because the donut is currently blocking you. The donut has glass like in the core of it, like a window. And peeking through it, you just see brilliant light. Brilliant, brilliant light.
Yeah, I will proceed. This was 4.
Where do you proceed?
Just straight ahead.
Right. You
I will
navigate.
keep going straight ahead.
Yeah, the donut sees that yes, there is another pathway ahead. Jump, 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 phase, jump, jump. Come upon another room of machinery reminiscent to propulsion machinery that Bobby has described previously. But this one, on the first glance, has a lot less damage. If you want to check how damaged it is, you need to like spend more time in here. On the first glance, and you see no
Like I have
golems
any
in here either.
Not like I have any expertise on
Yeah.
the matter. So I will continue to room number 6.
3. Remember, this is 5. So if you want to return,
Yeah, I need to be within 10. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I was there at 3.
oh right, fair
It's
enough.
So I still have rounds to return. I like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's probably my upper limit.
Okay, so where do you go from this room? This room has pathways only to the left and to the right.
I will still go straight ahead through the thing because
Okay.
I feel like there will be. I will see the next segment probably in
Alright.
front of me.
You come out ahead and see the outer hull of the ship.
And I don't see any other part connecting
Not within 20 meters of
to
you.
the. In that case, I'm going to go down right 20. Down right. See if I
Okay.
see anything.
This is gonna be 6. You do that,
Okay.
and like face through the door, and you don't feel it because you're in the serial plane, but you like sense by the state of the room that it is currently being battered by the elements outside of the ship. But there is a sizable gap in the outer hull in this room, and whatever was in the room is just destroyed.
Okay, and there's no segments left over of a pathway leading further.
Yeah, this room
Or
is
like
a
out
dead
of the
end.
hole.
It looks like a
A
dead end.
dead end. Then we will go to the left-hand side, I guess.
Right, so you return to the room you've just been
Yes.
and go
Does
left
it still
again.
take a whole minute if I'm going fast and not looking at things, more like just
Let's say
passing?
for the purposes it does, just to make calculation a lot easier.
Okay. Makes it a lot harder for me, but yes, sure.
Okay.
Then that's 7 then.
Yes.
Yeah, then I'll find out something else in a wee bit. Yeah, I'll go down left.
Down left. Okay. You come down left, and you find a chamber with like a lot of cabling running from the spine direction of the ship, leading towards like power banks and towards machinery installed in the like wall of this room, which you assume leads to the outer hull of the ship.
Yeah, I would like to take a look, go through the hull and see if this is related to some weapons terminals or anything like that.
Right. You come outside and you do see like protrusions on the side of the hull. You don't think that this is weapons, but if you would try to engage this ship with your ship, most likely they will work just as well.
So now I'm gonna try and find out if I can teleport in the ethereal plane to places I've been in the ethereal plane, and try to teleport back to a room with the crystals, or no, the sphere made out of triangles.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna try and teleport back there.
All right. Make me a teleportation skill check.
Sure. Let's see. 12.
It is like generally when you teleport, normally, like, the space seems like a dark night to you, with those bits and spots of places you've been, which are like bright lit rooms that you're aware of, comfortable with, and can return to easily. As you're doing this on the ethereal plane, it feels like you are moving through not non-resistant space, but rather through... It's not dense enough to be water, but very, very heavy gas, something like that. Nevertheless, you do appear in the room. That you
There are no
wanted to appear.
golems in here, right?
There are no golems in here, at least at the moment.
I am going to speak the command word and go back into the normal plane
Okay.
over here. And over Discord, I am going to ask, are you guys still in the same place?
Yes.
Okay, be right there, and I will teleport back to them.
All right, wonderful.
And I will give them. I will also just say I will. I would have. I don't know. Does Discord work while I'm in the ethereal plane? I'm not sure.
I'll check
It
it.
is a different plane of existence.
So I think it shouldn't.
Sending works, but I don't think Discord works.
So I would give them a quick brief of the rooms I've passed through and tell them where we can teleport to, since to me it seems like the sort of comms terminals or anything like it. It might be either that or the room beyond, but I think it's this one. I think the room beyond is piloting, maybe. And there maybe we can have Dalu have a look. See if we can get anything from it, or we can steer the machine, but it'll be
Well,
difficult in any case.
should we make a beeline for the piloting?
Yeah, like I said it on. I went out. I can teleport us there. Is what I'm saying. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the benefit of it. We can
Okay,
jump
good.
right there, and then we don't have to push our way through doors. But still, we'll need to somehow access all of those terminals and that empirical thing, whatever. And I'll just say, everybody, get ready. This is a shorter jump. We will be there in a few minutes. Please hold on to whatever you have in your stomach. And I'll jump with everyone for another per day commit.
My whiskey, no.
Yes.
All right, so you try to get everybody into the funny room.
The
Yes.
funny room.
Oh, we don't see anything, but we're here.
Yes.
Funny room.
I think this is the part where Bobby and Dalu work the magic.
Right.
Right.
I mean, out of character, Basaru probably also sent people of capable of something like this, no? Because how else was he planning on stopping us from the inside? But we'll see. Go ahead, sorry.
Do you think our Pathfinder ship is safe? I'll say over Discord.
Let me find out. Dan can actually flash back and add Basaru to Discord.
Does Discord work across ships?
It's 10,000 kilometers.
What
So
the fuck?
I think we're in visual range, so it should work. I mean, maybe it's blocked or something, but I would like to try.
10 system strain. And -2 points to Gryffindor.
Okay. Sure. You can do that.
Yeah, so did you have a question for him? Then you can ping him up yourself.
I'll say over Discord.
Oh,
Basaru, can you hear us?
A little bit busy here. How's it going?
I'll be quick. It's not going too bad. And Lance has brought us to the bridge, or the piloting. We're gonna try and get some control. How's everything there? How's the Pathfinder? How's your ship?
No losses. Focus on your task.
I heard something
Oh, okay.
detach. Just beware.
I think he already knows about it.
Yes.
Thanks.
How?
That happened about
What?
an hour ago.
Yeah, I forgot we added you to this. Okay, bye.
Yeah, there's no click sound. You're still connected.
There's no disconnecting. Okay.
And I, if it's safe, try and interact with the terminals.
Yeah, you can try some.
What do you guys? I would recommend doing this safely, bit by bit. What do you want control of? Like
Just shut it down.
in
first.
internal, you shut down what?
The whole ship.
The-
Shut it down. Turn it off. Take the keys. Turn the ignition off.
Okay, so first off, Dan, I'd like to get control of turning on and off the entire ship. So power button. That's my first check.
Yeah, power button. And I think Bobby is gonna help as well by perhaps seeing more of the hardware end of this all machinery, and if there are I want to say modifications, but like not modifications. That's not the right word. Can help outside of the, you know, of all this machinery.
Classiest translations.
That's also true. Oh, you mean helping with programming with translation? That could be done. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Roll a program skill check for Bobby.
Program. Bobby.
I
Program.
mean,
He has a
he
plus
has
0.
int.
He has something with it.
Oh, it
And
should have
he
been
has
fixed.
+3 int is just so.
Then that's not a bad roll.
Okay. Dalu, roll yours.
Okay. Do I get my +1?
Roll your skill check.
You will know once you roll.
Interesting. Because I wasn't doing a like DC skill check, I was doing an opposed skill roll over here. What is the specific goal of your attempt here?
To all of the like systems of this bridge would stay the same, so we can control it like a car, but the car would shut on and off at my wish. So I'm basically looking for the on-off button, and I can turn on and off the ship
Right.
when I want, and I want to turn it off, as Miles said.
You start digging into this thing, and you find yourself with Bobby's and Buddy's assistants managing to find cracks in the system and worm yourself in and gain access. It is resisting you, but the resistance is weaker than you expected. Hear Buddy comment. I do not think this is a command deck.
This is toilets.
What? No, don't be silly.
So what do you think this is?
Information begins flooding into your database, into your data slab. Jump coordinates, routes, systems data, a map is being downloaded into your data slab. A map of a whole sector. But it doesn't match either.
Okay. Neat. I'll point this out to Miles and go, neat. Look.
Interesting. Good. That's good to have, but that's not our mission. We need to find a place where we could turn off perhaps the defense systems or, stop them from moving. Either one or both are good.
I'm gonna take
Friends,
note of that. Oh yeah.
I don't want to worry you too much, but I think whatever we touched was rather sensitive.
The map or the control panel?
Both.
A red bar just filled up on the map.
It's a map of a sector that doesn't match anything we've seen, right?
Correct.
Can we tell that it is west or east from, or north or south from other sectors we know? Or is it
No
only
idea.
just a map of one sector? Okay.
It's a map of a sector.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take good note of this on my data slab and have it safe. And then point out to Lance, I don't think that what I was trying to do can be accomplished here. We got this information, but I think if we're trying to get control of the ship, we need to go to a different room.
Well, then maybe we should try the donut up next, but I'm not sure.
Why the fuck did you get like the most valuable thing ever when searching for the on-off button? It's hell of a coincidence.
I mean, this is just.
I think somebody wanted you to have this.
There's two theories that I have. One is that I delved deep into the console and it automatically, because I was looking for something similar, gave it to me. Or second, the thing Lance talked about, this weird orb thing, I don't know enough about it. Maybe this is like the place we went to with Chrono and there's some spirit of this ship.
Well, let's try and keep moving. Unless you think there's anything else to do here.
I don't. With the time that we have, I haven't looked deeper. So I think we should look for the other room.
The
Sure.
fleet is in danger. We need to try and minimize that danger as much as possible.
So, can Lance bring us to the donut room?
No, he
Oh,
is
cannot.
trained for today.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
not because of that. It's because I haven't been there on this plane.
Oh, alright, well, let's start fighting doors. I try to open the door up top. No. Bobby, can you try and just, break through, perhaps? Or do we still want to go the subterfuge way?
I think that has long passed.
Bobby looks at it. Well, unless you want me to blow it up, it's gonna take a while. And if you want me to blow it up, that's also gonna take a while.
Right. Well then.
How many doors do we need to open to get to the donut?
One. It's the room right next to the room.
I mean, I have these 2 detonation charges that Bobby could totally set up because I read the manual and it's dangerous. But we're on a spaceship, so I don't know if that's the best idea ever.
Great idea. Let's do it.
No, maybe let's let have Dalu a chance at opening it before, and then.
The
Oh,
only
yeah.
problem is if I do continue to mess with the system of the ship, then okay. I mean, I'm happy to do it. I think it's probably the best option. But if I don't succeed and we get to the bridge, I'll have a worse chance trying to control the ship.
True.
I think brute force sounds excellent.
All right.
Okay.
I'd
Yeah,
just do
out
what
of
the
out
lad
of
said
out
then.
of character question, Dan, is failing to hack a door affects your chances at hacking another system?
If it's part of the same system, then yes.
Okay. Okay, let's go brute force then.
What's how big are the rooms?
Dogs.
Because the even if Bobby does a good job, it's gonna be blasting 40 meters into the room.
You read the rules wrong.
Yeah. I'll post them.
40 meters is not a shaped charge, it's just an explosive. The fixed bit is allows Bobby to make it a shaped charge, but destroys only like 2 meters.
Ah.
Shape the
Or more
charge
like,
there.
well, yeah, it like blasts in one direction and 2 meters around the charge. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that makes
technically, if he
sense.
puts it right next to the door, then it's gonna blow the door and everything next to it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, Bobby. You can do this. Okay. Here's one charge. I have another if you need it.
Bobby takes the charge.
Is there any cover we can take or any...
Well, the only cover in this room is a very fragile and valuable looking piece of equipment in the very center of the room.
Feed. Bobby, you got
Yes.
this.
Yeah, he got this.
Have you done this before? Okay.
I mean, this room is large, no? It's a big...
It
It's
is large,
fucking...
it's 300 meters long.
Yeah, so...
Oh, okay. We take a few steps back.
Right?
At least 40 meters if he messes up. So he needs to do a roll or it just works?
It just works. Round.
Go.
Right, yeah. Bobby sets the charge. Does the ult the cover. Presses a button. It's somebody to roll 3d10.
Doing that.
Why?
Alright,
2.
that's
Roll.
a very good roll. The door creaks violently. And it is not completely blasted through. But there is a sizable enough hole that someone of normal person size would be able to squeeze through. Or if Bobby spends some time pushing it through further, it would create a medium sized.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
we
go
can
through.
go through. We can go through first, and he can push his way through after.
While we try and fight
While
another
we
door.
are, yeah, while we're looking around in the donut room.
So, you all enter the donut room. And now that you're not on the serial plane, you can see it a little bit better. The majority of the room seems to be, again, some kind of contained... what is the word of it? I think it's... can. I mean, it is a donut.
Looks like a square to me.
No, I mean, like in Russian it's called toroid. In English it's
torus.
Yeah.
Torus, yeah.
The room is like a torus. That is the hallway, but in the center of it is like what you saw as just brilliant light. You now notice that there is some kind of a cubic object in the very center of it, which is illuminating all of this light as it is levitating in the center of the room, and occasionally, like, not sparks but more like lines of energy erupt from this device and are absorbed into the walls of the door. Torus? Yes, Torus.
Could you perhaps telekinetically nudge it a bit so it doesn't... Because that looks like a power source to me.
Does it? I came by something else that seemed more like a power source to me than this one here, but I'm not sure.
Did you see?
Huh?
What did you see that looks more akin of a power source?
A reactor-like thingy. Not that Lance don't know what a reactor is. Where they put things in and took stuff out. That it was ejecting. I don't know. That looked powering to me, but maybe it was a factory. I don't know.
And what do you reckon this is?
I have no idea, but they seemed like the room before, and this one seemed like the closest to what I'd consider a cockpit. So I thought,
Roll me a no magic skill.
like anything for you.
7.
Yeah. No, we were just discussing the cube. In the beginning, there was the cube.
Alright. Yeah, so what we're planning to do.
Does it look like an energy source? Like, is the energy arcing from the cube? Is it absorbed and like moved to another place, or is it just hits a wall like a normal wall?
It hits a wall, it seems to be absorbed by the wall.
Okay, but the wall is not special. It's just a normal wall.
Define special.
Define normal wall. Okay. Not into wires or something like that, like electricity wires or whatever.
I mean, it doesn't have like, I know what you would define as wires, but it does have like orbs of crystal or some kind that are embedded into the walls.
Hmm. Do you want to, pardon my French, fuck around with that cube?
I mean, what do you think it is?
Don't know,
Bobby,
let's...
you have an idea? Once he pressed through that
So I haven't
door?
got the faintest clue, but if I were to envision a power source that I can't imagine, then I mean that looks like it.
Does Bobby know? Does Buddy know?
Bobby goes, I'll need to plug in. I mean, that is the brightest thing we've seen so far.
Might as well try.
I just don't think we can just grab it without dying. Because, remember I told you a story how I got spell plague?
I remember.
Yeah. Maybe me and Buddy will be safe for a bit if we were to try that, but I assume we need to like turn it off somehow, which question was gonna happen to the ship the moment we do so. But I don't think it's gonna
Is there a
happen
panel?
fast.
A character question. Is there a panel here or a
Yes.
terminal here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just a cube floating.
Many.
Many.
And, do your thing, I suppose?
Yes, perhaps, Dali, you should do your thing before we poke the dragon.
I hold up my little like USB-C cable to this thing. Anyway, I'll try and interact with it.
Okay.
I mean, there are
Or some
terminals.
port.
Are you talking about that, or are you talking about the Taurus?
Well, the terminal, is dissociated, I'm assuming. Yeah, so the terminal, wherever I can access.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the terminals are in the hallway. They are accessible to you.
Right. Well, like do I see that the terminals can interact? They're connected to this thing.
Well, I think it makes sense that they would be placed in this hallway in front of the shiny thing to interact with the shiny thing.
Yes. Good. Good.
I
Good.
mean, you don't see like a
Um,
sign of them saying this controls the shiny thing.
Well, can I get some information about what this is without delving into it, without trying to go past where I should go?
Without delving, no.
Okay.
It would be
Right.
easier to like, hey, what is it? Rather than, hey, give me control of this. But
But then if I do that, then getting control is harder, right?
true. Well, depends on how much you fuck up.
Don't
Would-
fuck up.
Would getting control of it give me a understanding of what it is?
Should.
Well, then I think I'm better off just doing that. So I'll tell the group, and then I'm going to try and gain like, what would this be? This would be subvert a system, I assume.
At the very least. Yes.
So a pretty hard check.
Oh,
Should
much
we-
harder than that.
Should we? Can Bobby try and help, or is this nothing that Bobby can help with? I mean, he has program 0. I
You
don't
can
know if
try.
he can try. Okay, trying is better than nothing.
I think at a guess I need to get
No.
a 12 or higher.
I mean, you need to get a 5 or higher.
You're an expert.
That too. Okay.
He is not an expert.
He has the professional. Is that how it's called? Professional feat.
Specialist.
Specialist.
You're not so specialist.
Oh, okay.
The sweat.
Well,
This does look very important, so I assume it's gonna
Yeah.
have some
yeah.
serious defenses.
It is
Then
the
again-
transformer cube. Oh my god, is this train a transformer?
This is Galactus, actually, in train form.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, nice.
So I'll just ask you guys, do you want information on it? And which will be way more, simple to do.
I trust your abilities in programming in order to make that call. You are the specialist.
Alrighty.
I am not for
Um,
micromanaging.
I think statistically this is the right thing to do. So I'm gonna try subvert it. If it fucks up, then I'm going to look for general information. So try and take control of it and learn.
Okay.
I'm rolling now.
Come on, dices. Oh no, dices.
You kidding me? Wait, how did you? What?
2 and a
That's
3
a
and a 2.
sad roll. Yeah.
Yuck.
I'll
Putting
fucking
my
do
level
it
up
again.
into 3 into program would have been
Why
handy
is
for
there
this.
a red bar filling up on the left side?
Okay, well,
You already know why.
that's unfortunate. But now I'm gonna
Shit meter.
try again. But I'm gonna try only general information this time. And hopefully it goes well.
See what the ship does
Let's
when the
let's
power
go.
goes
Come
off.
on.
Are there like visual indicators somewhere on the wall, like some bar filling up each time we fuck up?
Yep.
And like a loud alarm going off.
Uh-huh.
You hear, friends? I think we've drawn some attention.
I think.
Yeah.
We have. Wait, do we see anything in the room or?
Okay,
Not yet.
I want to listen again for vibrations.
Okay.
They're flying. The orbs.
Also, not to worry you, because it doesn't concern us, but the life support will turn off in 30 minutes.
Galadriel is visibly sweating.
Yeah, so I think there's been 2 or 3 checks so far. And it'll make it general information harder, but I think that was the right call to do it in that order. I'm doing general information on it, Stan.
Let's go.
Can I get a potential help from Bobby again?
For general information, sure.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to roll for Bobby?
You do know that general information is same crap as subverted system.
What?
In terms
Oh
of
no,
difficulty.
it's specific. Yeah, specific question is easier. I got them the wrong way around.
Okay.
I just want to know what this thing's purpose is. So I'm assuming that's not general information.
That's not general information.
Yeah, so a simpler role. Just what this is.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, cool. Can I get the help?
11. Oh, that's a good roll
Oh,
from Bobby.
Okay. Roll your skill check.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving the NPCs
Dude.
Get out of here.
Tracksuits.
Fired.
Below average with 3 dice 3 times in a row. God damn.
You start like interfering with the system, trying to get access, trying to extract schematics, explanation. What is it? What does it do? And you're getting like restricted information X denied, restricted information X denied, restricted information X denied. Too many attempts to access restricted information. Please confirm your credentials.
Yeah, ignore
You
restricted
have
access tonight.
5, 4, 3 credentials not provided. Dispatching advanced security systems. And then you hear, friends, I do not wish to alarm you, but me and Bobby were looking around and I think the factory is producing a hunter-seeker golem. It might be here in half an hour. Oh no! And that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
Oh,
What's a
thank
hunter
you.
seeker? Have we